I never imagined my life could unravel so quickly. Daniel seemed perfect when I married him. Charming, attentive, loving. But the first signs of betrayal were subtle, easy to ignore. A lingering scent of perfume, hidden messages, late-night calls he claimed were work. At first I told myself I was paranoid. Surely love was enough to trust. Months passed. The cracks grew. Missed calls, deleted texts, sudden excuses. Anxiety gnawed at me, pushing me to check his phone, each glance revealing pieces of a secret life. Then one evening, returning home early, I saw it, a message on his laptop. "Can't wait to see you tonight." My heart stopped. My stomach sank. The truth was undeniable. He was cheating. I confronted him. At first, he denied it, then faltered. My world tilted. The man I had trusted, loved, and built my life with was living a lie. Days blurred into sleepless nights. I tried to rationalize, to understand why. He admitted to multiple affairs, hidden gifts, and clandestine meetings. Each revelation tore me apart, layer by layer. Yet even amidst the heartbreak, I sought answers. I had to know the full story before deciding my next move. What I found shocked me. Letters, photos, and emails hinting at manipulation, threats, and a darkness I hadn't imagined. My husband wasn't just guilty of betrayal. He was ensnared in a dangerous web. He had tried to shield me from. Fear, anger, and grief collided. I realized I needed help. I confided in my sister, showing her everything. Her eyes brimmed with sadness and fury. "You don't deserve this," she said. With her support, I confronted Daniel again. This time I wasn't pleading. I was setting boundaries. Trust, once shattered, might never be fully restored. The night I left our apartment was surreal. Each step away from the home we shared felt like shedding a layer of who I had been. I was no longer the naive woman who trusted blindly. I had become someone stronger, determined to survive, to reclaim my life. And yet, a shadow of uncertainty lingered. There were secrets I had yet to uncover. Days after leaving, I tried to find peace in my new apartment. But silence was heavier than any noise I had known. Every memory, every object in our home felt like a lie. I thought leaving him would bring closure. But the truth has a way of returning when you least expect it. Then came the unexpected. A letter slipped under my door. No return address, only my name. I hesitated. My hands shook as I unfolded it. The note was short but chilling. "You don't know the full story. Meet me at the old pier at midnight if you want the truth." Fear gripped me. Yet curiosity won. I needed to know. That night, rain poured as I approached the pier. The wind howled, and the wooden boards creaked beneath my feet. A shadow stood at the far end, tense, familiar. "You shouldn't be here." Daniel's voice trembled. He looked different, vulnerable. "There are things you don't understand. Things I've hidden to protect you." I stayed silent, letting him speak. He confessed a truth that shocked me. The affairs, the money transfers, even some letters had been manipulated by someone else. He had been blackmailed, trapped, forced to hide it all to protect me. I felt my world tilt again. Was the man I had hated actually a victim too? But relief was fleeting. A figure emerged from the darkness, another woman, cold and calculating. Threats were exchanged. Fear overtook his face. I realized the danger wasn't him. It was the people trying to control him, to destroy us. By the time the police arrived, the storm had passed, leaving truth and danger tangled together. In the following weeks, therapy and long conversations helped us rebuild trust, brick by brick. I confronted my own assumptions and learned that love is never simple. Life is messy, people are flawed, but even in the darkest moments, hope can survive. Standing in our apartment, finally calm, I understood that even shattered trust can find a path to healing, and even the deepest wounds can teach courage, resilience, and the unexpected ways love can endure. Weeks passed, and life felt fragile yet oddly familiar. Daniel and I were slowly rebuilding trust, but the shadows of the past lingered. I thought the worst was behind us until an unexpected discovery shook me to the core. While sorting old boxes in the apartment, I found a hidden envelope addressed to him, dusty and forgotten. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside were photos and letters revealing another secret, one I had never imagined. He had a child, one I had never known about. Shock rendered me speechless. Questions flooded my mind. How could he hide something so monumental? Was this child a result of the affairs, or something from before we met. My anger and confusion collided with the fear of the unknown. I confronted him immediately, demanding the truth. Daniel's face turned pale, eyes wide with guilt. He confessed that it was from a relationship before we met, a truth he had intended to reveal long ago, but fear and shame had kept him silent. I felt my heart break in a different way now. Betrayal wasn't just about infidelity. It was about withheld truths. The walls he had built between us, the secrets that shaped his life without me knowing. I questioned everything, our marriage, our love, and the future I had imagined. But then came another revelation, one that shifted my perspective entirely. He had been planning to reach out, to integrate the child into our lives once he felt secure, wanting to protect both me and the child from disruption. The realization softened the anger, but left me facing a complex choice. Could I forgive him? Could I accept the layers of deception and still find a way forward? We spent nights talking, unraveling the past and acknowledging mistakes. Slowly, clarity emerged. I began to understand that life is rarely simple, that people are flawed, and that love requires navigating uncertainty and imperfection. The turning point came unexpectedly. A mutual friend revealed that the woman from his past, the one involved in some of the manipulations, had attempted to interfere again, trying to exploit the secrets for her own gain. This confrontation, once resolved, allowed Daniel and me to reclaim control over our lives. We could finally rebuild not on lies, but on honesty, resilience, and the hard-earned lessons from the chaos. Standing together, I realized that survival wasn't just about enduring betrayal. It was about confronting truths, embracing forgiveness, and finding strength in the face of unforeseen twists. Our marriage would never be perfect, but the path forward was ours to shape.